Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. Alright guys, welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. So today I'm going to be possibly blinding this Q50 today, but I just want to do a quick voiceover so that you guys could, just not hear me, just have the beeping noise and everything in the back. But anyways, this car is a black on stone. That's the interior stone. It's not that that usual color, that cream color. And I'm not a fan of this color, but this one's relatively clean. Now, when I got into the car, it did have a small hint as if they had cigarettes in there, but not like they usually use that odor, that ozone odor killer. So someone probably smoked in there before and they used the ozone to try to kill it. But the car was pretty much clean, the interior, pretty good. Now, for the trunk, it will have a full-size spare, which is pretty dope. And I checked a lot of the material in the trunk, just in case. Always check all the material, such as the carpets, by hand, and check all the any material in the trunk to make sure it's not wet. And it was pretty much good. It also had a hookup for a subwoofer and or music, which is pretty good. So if I wanted to add that, someone already ran the wires for me, which is pretty simple. I like that. Now, it's good, brother. You're the salesman? You're the salesman? Or the owner?
Nah.
You neither? You're not the salesman or the owner?
I mean, I'm learning about sales.
Oh, so you just here. Okay, but you're helping them out. Okay, I feel you. Gotta get paid like everybody else. Now, I would like to add, there was a salesman around me. He, let's just say he don't look like he worked there. But he was hovering over, so I had some conversation with him. Now, what I'm doing right now is just checking every seat. I'm going to every seat, just checking to see what maybe used, broken, touched too much, worn down. And I got to give the interior out of 10 for almost a 10-year-old car. The interior to me is an 8. I think the interior for this, other than the slight smell, it's not to smell like cigarettes, but it has a slight smell, which probably comes from the ozone killer, or to get rid of whatever smoke might have been in there. This was an 8 out of 10 interior. I thought this interior was really, really clean and well kept, and I definitely liked the way it was taken care of.
Infiniti is like Nissan.
Huh?
Infiniti is like Nissan.
Same shit. Nissan owns Infiniti.
Right now I got a Dodge Stone.
Okay.
1995.
Yeah, this thing used to have subwoofer. Belt needs to be changed. Bless you. There's no splash guard here at all. Splash guard here is completely missing. I don't know if it was hit in the front. Splash guard on this side though. Okay. Check the fluids. Oh, it needs an oil change. Filter. Brake fluid. Reservoir, like a lot of grease or something was sprayed over here. Brake fluid looks perfectly fine. Good color. Was it these cars where they have the transmission dipstick in the back? They don't do this? Oh yeah, don't do the transmission dipstick. Water. And the coolant reservoir. Can't really get a good picture on it. It's empty. Some coolant in the reservoir. see too much. Don't see too much. Tires. Tires are all good. Not a system. Yeah, it's tired, bro. Okay. All right. Alignment. Oh shit. That ain't gonna work. So what you call is wrong with this car? It has a DAS issue. Yeah, they got the DAS issue. So it barely can move. So this car has that issue. Too much fault codes. Probably don't have the map thing there for that. Let me see everything else. Let's see if the AC works. Okay, you can turn this off.
I would say more than probably half of my patients are those that are reaching Medicare age and they have to come off, not because they want to come off, is because they no longer.
Other than that, all right, guys. So I took a look at another second vehicle. Yes, that was a 2015 Q50 Sport, fully loaded. And I like the car. I thought I would not like that interior color, but it's actually the more stone gray color that Infiniti has, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I've had beige before. I had that in my 2007 G35X, which it was super clean, but I will never do that again. I've never done stone gray before, but there's not much cars available in my market with that. The car has 3 accidents on it, 4 owners. He actually does not want to give me a price yet because now he needs to fix the car. The car needs to get fixed in a couple of things. And quite frankly, once I told him what I assumed the problem was, he ended up sending his porter out there to send it to a mechanic shop because they couldn't figure out whatever it was. And I'm like, so I'm sitting here fixing your car for you? He like, well, we've been trying to figure this out. I'm like, well, I guess I just helped you out, but he couldn't give me any numbers now because he said another person had put in an application fee. I said, listen, man, there's no application fee here, man. I said, I can bring my own bank. I could go through your banks. I said, but both ways, I could get the car. I said, I like the car now. If the car is for a good price, I told him the market's between $9 grand for really high miles and accidents to low miles, no accidents, so like 15 grand. I said, yours got a bunch of accidents and its mileage isn't that low. So I said, your car should be priced right around 12 grand. So he was like, well, I can't give you a price yet. But he said, if you're super interested, he'll tell me to take his number. And I said, listen, man, I'm not giving my number. I don't want you to call me 17 times for it. I said, but I am interested. And I said, I'm going to call you in a couple of days to see if you got it fixed. And at least get the update on it. And then we could talk numbers over the phone. So this is how you start the purchasing process. Don't walk in there and get mad at the price yet. Let them make their fixes. Let them know your face. And then, you give them a call a couple of days later just to see what the update is. Much love. So I'm headed to the dealership to take a look at that Infiniti that we looked at before with the messed up steering rack. Now, am I ready to buy the car? Not really. There's always negotiations, but I still got my other plates over here. So we're going to go take a look at this Q50. And we're going to see what the deal is. So let's go. Everybody, so I'm in the car. Still not really digging it, though. So the tire pressure system I'm not really worried about, but I am worried about the headlight system error. Either they would need the Nissan console to, either like the car was, let's say, hit and they replaced the headlight, so it has like a headlight issue. Sometimes the headlights turn when you turn. So if these are these type of headlights, which I'm assuming they are, they need to be recertified or resynced so they won't have that issue. But this car isn't tickling my fancy, man. It's not. It's car's not well kept. It's definitely been smoked in. Now that I can see better, and the steering issue is fixed though. Seems like it's fixed, but the headlight issue, the interior is not the best. The second time around, I can take a look at the interior. Yeah, this car has been smoked in too. Like, I really don't want a car that's been smoked in, to be honest with you guys. And close that. Yeah, not really digging it. Let's turn it off. Everything else works, but mainly it. Still not really digging it that much. Just not clean enough for me, man. It's not clean enough. They do have two other Q50s over there. They have a white one, I think, and they have a black one, but they're not sports. I really want a sport, but this car is just not clean enough, man. All right, so nope, not getting the car. So here's the reason why I'm not getting the car, because compared to the first time I saw it, second time I saw it, it just wasn't doing it for me. The car isn't clean. Like, you know, if you're selling a car, it needs to be clean. Whatever mechanic, whoever has, it's dirty on the inside. It needs to be vacuumed, wiped down, everything. Second, the car's been smoked in. Last time when I was in it, it didn't smell like it was smoked in. I know you can put a little odorizer in it, whatever, to get rid of that, but don't like that part either. Now, they did also replace the passenger side splash guard, from what I can tell. And so there were some repairs done to the car, at least the ones that I visually saw. And I mean, other than that, I mean, the steering wheel looked like it's working properly, but there's still a part of me having to drive the car, see if it's in working order and working shape. They might have made this like, also, of course, it's still got to drive the car, see how the transmission moves. But finally, so I don't have to keep going in circles, it had a headlight error. Now, that could either be done with the console, maybe it needs to be resynced or something, or if the headlight was damaged before and they put in, like, let's say the regular OEM headlight or the original headlight that was supposed to be with the car with the headlights that turn left and right, maybe this need to be done in the console to be redone. But for whatever reason, it does have that issue. So he did go up in price. He said it took him $2,200 he had to spend to go up in to fix the car, because he said he had to get 3 repairs done. And I was like, so here's the part. I told him, I was like, yeah, remember I'm the guy that I told you about that? He's like, yeah, that was going to get fixed anyways. I said, yeah, sure. You were on the phone with the guy, asked me exactly what it is, and then you took the car to your mechanic as you told me. He was like, yeah, I took it to 3 mechanics. I said, so 3 mechanics didn't know how to figure out, or at least the third one did, and you had to send it to him right after I told you, right during when I told you. I said, it's okay though, laugh out loud, whatever, right? Typical salesman by himself, and then he just has the helper there around him. You want $12K for the car. I didn't ask about financing. I could buy it cash if I wanted to, but keep your stack with y'all. The car's not clean enough, man. It's not clean enough. I still have to get that car. I would have to do the whole smell thing, clean the thing. I could do most of that, cool. But looking at the body now a lot more, how much more beat it up is. Yes, it's an old car. It's a 10-year-old car, but just in my mind, like, I gotta spend money to get a car that I wouldn't even want to drive in right now. Like, I wouldn't be happy driving the car. And finally, it doesn't have black leather interior. Now, he does have 2 other cars there. He has another 3.7 non-sport there. That's for about the same price. It has less, I think it has less miles, whatever, about the same price. But it's a non-sport, and it had like either no accents, like 2-3 owners, but it doesn't have as much history as a sport. But it's a non-sport, and when I went into it, it smells like smoke too. And I'm just like, man, all these cars smell like smoke. And after that, I was just so turned off to it. So sat there for a couple more minutes, gave him the key. We talked a little bit more, and I was like, man, I'm not interested. You know, like, the car's cool. He said, yeah, you're a particular type of driver. I know. He says, owner, because you've had the car before, you know exactly what you want in the car. So I can't force you to, like, he said, I can't fault you for wanting to get what you want. I was like, yeah, I want my car to be a specific way. So that's literally it. He said, but, you know, the car will sell. It's a good price. I was like, yeah, someone's gonna buy the car. It doesn't really have any crazy issues. You took care of the most important ones. Other than that, like, somebody will definitely come buy the car for $12,000. It's nice, and I mean, the other one should be able to sell too. But, at the end of the day, guys, I didn't feel comfortable buying it from him just by his demeanor and attitude towards being a salesman type of attitude. Also, because particularly, I didn't like the car wasn't clean. It wasn't well kept to what I would feel comfortable giving my hard-earned money to it. I would rather buy a Q50 3.7 from somebody who, you know, they take care of their cars. You know, they don't smoke. They keep it clean, and they keep up with maintenance. That car has been through enough history, and I'm good. Like, I don't want to deal with random history, you know? So, the search is going to continue, but at least we know we checked that one off. You know what I'm saying? So, outside of that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. I really appreciate you guys for always showing your support. You guys have a good day. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you.